What's going on, good people? It's Iceberg here, coming to you on a Tuesday. Hopefully you're making a great day of this Tuesday already. Up and at it, getting some things done, making something move. I wanted to bring you a quick message today about distractions. I've talked about this in the past, but I know a lot of you are new to the channel. Salute to each and every one of you. But I know you can't go back and watch all the old videos, and I'm talking about it from a slightly different point of view today anyways. But I want to talk about distractions because, like a lot of you, I go around and watch a bunch of different YouTube pages, watch panels that they have on different subjects, things like that. And I've watched a lot of good ones lately. Been some good panels talking about just all types of subjects. And they've been good discussions, good debates, good back and forth without a lot of arguing, without any disrespect to one another. 'Cause I'm talking about the panels that are about, real issues. I'm not talking about the people and the stuff that people are doing on YouTube going back and forth. I'm talking about the YouTube panels where they're talking about the real life issues that are impacting us. And that's great that we're having those panels and that there's good discussion. Is showing that we can have the conversations, showing that we can do it respectfully, that we can, at the end of the conversation, either come to an agreement or agree to disagree respectfully and go our separate ways. That's a great thing. That's what we need, more dialogue on all different subjects. But we have to make sure, or we have to now, I should say, go to making sure that those panels are about actual issues, the real issues that are impacting us, not just real world things, but the real life world issues that are impacting us. For example, listen to a panel and they're talking about issues in like politics and stuff like that, or issues that you feel like the people in the political sphere should be fixing or doing something about, let's say, right? So great subject, and of course people are going to come out ardently on their side of those issues because people have strong feelings about issues, especially when it pertains to issues of a political sense. So that's a great thing, great discussion and stuff like that. But we have to be aware of the distractions that get thrown into the discussions, because the distractions are meant to take this discussion off topic and start talking about the distraction. Because most of the time the distraction is this bright, shiny object that people will focus on, and they'll go way down the rabbit hole of talking about the distraction and get off topic of the actual issues. So for me, the way that I notice distractions or whatever, I kind of have like red flag buzzwords, let's say. So if people say certain words in the discussion, or if they throw certain phrases and stuff into the discussion, I kind of throw up an antenna and like thinking about the context of what they're saying and kind of how they follow up those next words, right? So if you're having a conversation with people and it's about issues of a political sense or a political nature, and then the person you're talking to says Trump or Biden, automatically throw up a red flag. As soon as they say those names, Trump, Biden, Obama, any of those names, throw up a red flag. Just throw up a red flag, because it's probably going to be a distraction. The next things are the issues that's being talked about. Think about, does that issue impact you, your household? Not your neighbor, not your neighbor's household. You in your household. Does that issue impact you and your household? No matter what the issue is, no matter what it is, right? But if they say Trump or Biden, it's probably going to be a steer off to the side of the road. Because if they say Trump or Biden, and then they're talking about Mar-a-Lago and the records and stuff down there, or Hunter Biden, or anything like that, none of that stuff impacts your household. It doesn't impact how you're paying for things. It doesn't impact whether you have food in your stomach, shelter. It doesn't impact any of that. Discussions about Hunter Biden are a waste of your time. Hunter Biden is not running for office. You did not vote for Hunter Biden for anything. And the current president is not responsible for the actions of an adult son. So discussions about Hunter Biden are a waste of your time. Discussions about Donald Trump, who is not the president right now, is a waste of your time. Whether or not Trump is a criminal or any of these other things is not your business. Now, if he's running for president and you want to get into knowing whether or not he's a criminal or not, fine. But again, that does not impact your household. It does not impact your paycheck. It does not impact your food situation, your shelter situation, any of that. The person, the man does not. You have to talk about the issues, the actual issues. But again, only put your focus on the issues that impact you and your household. So if you're not in the market for some of these issues that the mass media wants to distract you with, be it, I don't even want to say anything because people are going to take a side on it, and I don't want this video to go where people are taking sides on specific issues. That's a distraction. Does that issue impact you and your household? That's all that should matter. Those are the discussions that you should be participating in. Those are the discussions that should be had. Nothing about these specific candidates and what they have going on in their lives, their personal lives, impacts you or your household. Be aware of the distractions. If you're going to participate in these discussions, debates, panels, whatever we want to call them, make sure they're actually about the issues and how those issues impact you, your household, your community. When you go to vote, you do that privately for a reason. There's a reason we go into a private voting booth and we make our selections. So why are we talking about the specific candidates that we voted for? Who a person votes for should never be a discussion. It should never be a topic of discussion, because that's the reason why we do it privately. So talking about these specific candidates and not actually discussing the issues is a distraction. It's a waste of your time. And it's not helping you or anybody else grow. It's not helping anybody come to a better understanding of this system that we live in. It's just continuing to distract with the same nonsense. Vote for this person because you like this person, or vote for that person because you dislike that person. That's a waste of your time. What are the issues? What are they doing about the actual issues? The ones that impact you and your household. Those are the questions that you should have for your representatives and your senators. People continue to get confused talking about the president spent this much money. This president gave this much money. The president doesn't even control the purse strings. The Congress is the one who controls the purse strings. The president doesn't give the money. The president can request it. The president can ask for it. The president does have a certain budget, but the president can't give billions of dollars to a country. Congress does that. The president just asks for it or okays it. Congress actually is the ones who do that type of stuff. Stop listening to the distractions from people who don't understand the way the system works. Just because a person has been given some kind of credibility by someone that you like does not mean they know what they're talking about on every subject. Watch who you're giving your credibility to and watch who you're being distracted by.